So that's what my aim now. I don't know whether he will show me at my end of my life, whether he will show me or not.
That will be the success of your
That
life.
is my, because I may be able to say Hare Krishna or not, I don't know. At the last stage. I don't know. That is
Whatever
my
your
worry.
meditation throughout your life, whatever your meditation, that is what will be reflected. So you are nicely hearing Bhagavatam all day and discussing. So I'm thinking that is what should be there in your consciousness.
I don't know, Mataji. I don't know, Mataji. If my last sins, what I can say, I might be carrying something knowingly, unknowingly. I might have done some.
We depend on Krishna. Even if we have done something, we are at His mercy, whatever mercy
We
He
have
shows.
to depend on him. We have to depend on him. No other way.
We'll start, Mataji. Jaya Jaya Sri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda
Jaya Jaya Sri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda
Jaya Dvaita Chandra Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda
Jaya Dvaita Chandra Jaya Gaura Bhakta
Jaya
Vrinda
Jaya Sri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda
Jaya Jaya Sri Chaitanya Jaya
Jaya
Nityananda
Dvaita Chandra Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda
Jaya Dvaita Chandra Jaya Gaura Bhakta
Jaya
Vrinda
Jaya Sri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda
Jaya Jaya Sri Chaitanya Jaya
Jaya
Nityananda
Dvaita Chandra Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda
Jaya Dvaita Chandra Jaya Gaura Bhakta
Sri
Vrinda
Chaitanya Charitamrita ki Jai
Jaya
कृष्णदास कविराज गोस्वामी की जय श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय सामवेद गौर भक्त वृंद की जय
Jaya
श्री चैतन्य चरितामृता आदि लीला ओम ज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मीलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः श्री चैतन्य मनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूपः कदा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकम् नमो ओं विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदांत स्वामिनिति नामिने नमस्ते सारस्वते देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेषा शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देशतारिणे जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैता गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे Hare Krishna, dear devotees, welcome to today's Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita reading. We are reading from Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita, Madhya Lila, chapter 1, the later pastimes of Lord Chaitanya, and specifically we are reading about the explanation of the verse which is sung by Chaitanya Mahaprabhu in the Rath Yatra, or when he is in front of Lord Jagannath. So we saw what exactly is Mahaprabhu feeling when he is seeing. So this is revealed to us by whom? By Srila Rupa Goswami. When Mahaprabhu is saying, a song which looks like a song sung by a lover for his beloved, a young girl, feeling separation for her, or it's like a love song from a young girl for another young man, a young lady for another young man. But actually, what it is revealed to us by Srila Rupa Goswami, that this is Srimati Radharani speaking to Krishna in Kurukshetra, and also further the details are given there. Why is she feeling like that? Because in Vrindavan, the land of Vrindavan is filled with the fragrance of the mellows of Krishna's pastime. Just the land itself, the forests of Vrindavan, they are filled. So that place is most suitable for Krishna to enjoy his pastimes, to taste the rasa. That is and surrounded by the topmost devotees whose hearts are filled with love, who are experiencing ever ecstatic emotions at all times, which can be relished by Krishna. And there, when Krishna is playing his flute on the fifth note, that enjoyment would be ultimate for Krishna. But how is Srimati Radharani presenting it? That if Krishna comes there, please Krishna, take me to that Vrindavan. That will be the fulfillment of all my desires. Why? Because the desire of the devotee is to please Krishna. So, when Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is looking at Jagannath, he is seeing Krishna who is in separation from Vrindavan, right? Who is in experiencing the ecstasy of Vipralamba Bhav from Vrindavan and the Brajvasis and the Gopis. That is why he is transformed like that. Big eyes and body is all shrunken, limbs went back into the body. This is a transformation out of ecstasy. Also, again, more details are given in the purport by Srila Prabhupada. When the enchanter and the enchanted, right? So Krishna is the enchanter, and when they're together, what happens? There is great ecstasy. There is great ecstasy. They don't want to be separated. But for some reason, when they're separated, what happens? First of all, in separation, they experience Mohana. Let us go back and look at the purport again. So there's actually a sequence that happens. So yeah, see, what is this madness? Because Mahaprabhu is experiencing, he's acting like a mad person, literally like a mad person. Day and night, he's acting like a madman. What is this madness? Is it like the craziness that we see in this world? No, it is not. This is different. So how one gets this madness? This madness is the result. How one gets, that is explained in the purport. So see, when the enchanter and the enchanted become separated, when they are separated from each other, there is mohana or bewilderment. They become bewildered. In that separation, they become bewildered. Actually, the highest transcendental ecstasy is experienced when they are together. And after that union, when they are separated, then they become bewildered. And this bewilderment causes them to become stunned, right? They become like frozen, stunned. And then when they become stunned like this, you see bodily transformations. Ashta Satvika Vikara, right? The transformations in the body happen. And then when these symptoms are manifested, when these transformations are manifested, the person appears to be inconceivably crazy. How they appear to be talking, like having an imaginative discourse, talking to someone, right, that you don't see. And they experience emotions as if, emotions which are experienced by madmen, like that. This was exactly the state of Srimati Radharani. Again, how we know that? Uddhava is telling Krishna. Uddhava was sent to Vrindavan by Krishna, and when Uddhava was in Vrindavan, he saw the condition of Srimati Radharani in separation from Krishna. She's talking to the bumblebees, chastising, and she's looking at the clouds and she's chastising. And in the middle of the night, she's going in the forests, like a mad woman, or she's making her bed in the forest. So things like this. This is the madness. What is this madness? Unmada. This madness is the result of the highest ecstasy. That is being experienced by Mahaprabhu when he sees Jagannath. So, and how we know all this? Rupa Goswami has opened, he has revealed the heart of Mahaprabhu to us. That's what we read yesterday. And then we also read, or I'll just continue from here. Dvadasha Vatsara Sesha Aiche Goaila Ei Mata Shesha Lila Trividhane Koila. The last 12 years of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu were passed in this transcendental craziness. Thus he executed his last pastimes in 3 ways. The last 12 years were spent, 12 years, day and night were spent in this craziness. And he executed his last pastimes in 3 ways. Sannyasa kori chabbisha vatsara koila jeje karma ananta aparatara ke janibe marma. For the 24 years after Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu accepted the renounced order, whatever pastimes he executed were unlimited and unfathomable. Who can understand the purport of such pastimes? So you understood the 3 ways in which Mahaprabhu performed his last pastimes. Last pastimes, this whole section is called Shesha Leela. Shesha Leela means the later pastimes. So the later pastimes, Mahaprabhu performed 3 types of activities. Remember, first 6 years, he was traveling. He went to South India, he went to, of course, Jagannath Puri, South India, Vrindavan, Prayag, like that. 6 years. Then, the next 6 years, he was performing congregational chanting, stayed in Jagannath Puri. Only 6 years he traveled. The remaining 18 years, he just stayed in Jagannath Puri. But even within those 18 years, for 6 years, he was open to public, to everyone. He was performing congregational chanting with everyone and setting example of, how a pure devotee acts, right? Or setting example of devotional service to everyone, to his followers. That is 6 years. And then the last 12 years, he was completely, in the internal absorption, and he was feeling so much separation that he acted like a crazy man day and night, because he was absorbed in the mood of Srimati Radharani. These are the 3 types of activities that Mahaprabhu performed in his later pastimes, or Sesha Leela. So for the 24 years after Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu accepted the renounced order, whatever pastimes he executed were unlimited and unfathomable. Just some are mentioned here by Srila Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami, but actually each of these activities, pastimes of the Lord, are unlimited and unfathomable. You cannot fathom, you cannot understand, comprehend the depth of these pastimes, and also there are unlimited pastimes. Who can understand the purport of such pastimes? Uddesha korite kori digdarshana, mukhya lilara kori sutra ganana. Just to indicate those pastimes, I am presenting a general survey of the chief pastimes in the form of synopsis. So it's not possible. The Lord is unlimited, His names are unlimited, His quality is unlimited, His pastimes are unlimited. So Who can describe the unlimited Lord and his unlimited pastimes? It's not possible. But I am simply giving the principal ones, pastimes, and that too, I cannot explain the whole pastime in detail because they are unfathomable. But I'm just hinting, indicating, right? Just telling you this pastime happened and this is that pastime about. Just giving like a, you know, uh, kind of an overview thing. But the depth of it, who can fathom? The author himself is saying. And I'm giving you a synopsis, and only important synopsis, also not of all the pastimes, just mukhya important pastimes. I'm giving you a synopsis, a list. Prathama Sutra Prabhura Sannyasa Karana Sannyasa Kori Cholila Prabhu Sri Vrindavana. This is the first synopsis. After accepting the sannyas order, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu proceeded toward Vrindavan. So now he's going in sequence. What happened first in the Shesha Leela? After, so we read the end of Adi Leela was Mahaprabhu's accepting sannyas. That is the end of Adi Leela. So what happened after that? How did the Shesha Leela begin? After accepting the sannyas order, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu proceeded toward, did he go to Jagannath Puri? No. He started off for Vrindavan. Yes. So the first thing is, after taking sannyas, he proceeded toward Vrindavan. Purport. Clearly, these statements are a real account of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's acceptance of the renounced order of life. His acceptance of this renounced order is not at all comparable to the acceptance of sannyas by Mayavadis. After accepting sannyas, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu wanted to reach Vrindavan. What do Mayavadi sannyasis do? When they take sannyas, Namo Narayanaya, right? I am Narayan, right? As soon as somebody takes sannyas, you are Narayan. Then where is the question of going to Vrindavan and seeking the Lord? I have become the Lord. That's the understanding. So after accepting sannyas, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu wanted to reach Vrindavan. He was unlike the Mayavadi sannyasis who desire to merge into the existence of the Absolute. For a Vaishnava, acceptance of sannyas means getting relief from all material activities and completely devoting oneself to the transcendental loving service of the Lord. There is no question of going and merging into the Lord and losing our identity. That is not Vaishnava sannyas. Only becoming free from all other material obligations so that 100% 24/7 I can devote not just my mind, pure devotional service. So this is also an answer to what we were discussing about Ambarish Maharaj. Aditi Lata Mataji was saying that, he was already doing devotional service, then what is the need to take sannyas, right? Yes, for pure devotional service, the condition is either body, mind, or words. Any one of them, and not that only mind all the time. It can be sometimes mind, sometimes body, sometimes words. But one way or the other, you are in touch with the Supreme Lord through devotional service, then you are pure devotee. Okay? That is the definition. Anyabhilashita Shunyam. Definition of pure devotional service is either through body, mind, or words. Anukulena Krishna Anushilanam. Shilanam. Anushilanam means you are rendering devotional service either through body, mind, or words, continuously, without any gap. So it may not be possible to do with your body all the time, but whenever you're not able to do with your body, for example, you are working outside or something, let's say, but your mind is always thinking of Krishna constantly without any break. So even though physically you're not doing, your mind is in touch, so you're still doing pure devotional service. Or your lips are always chanting the Lord's name or talking about the Lord, constantly you're in touch with the Lord. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, you're in touch with the Lord when you're chanting like this. So one or the other, if you're doing 24/7, even when you're sleeping 24/7, when you do that, then you're a pure devotee, right? Then you're a pure devotee. So was Ambarish Maharaj on this platform? Yes. But then here also, Prabhupada is talking about Vaishnava sannyas. Vaishnava sannyas means to become free from all other, that means body, mind and words, everything. at all times only for Krishna. No more family maintenance, no more job, no more community seva. Fully 100%. Body, mind, and words. Body 24 hours, mind 24 hours, words 24 hours in Krishna's seva. Right? So that is sannyas. But there's no stopping of seva at any time. But even if you take sannyas, there's no question of giving up devotional service. Why sannyas? Even after you give up your body, there's no question of stopping devotional service. That is not, Mayavadi sannyas means after uh, you give up this body, no more activity. You go and merge into Brahman. That's their sannyas. That's not Vaishnava sannyas. Srila Prabhupada is bringing out this difference between Mayavad sannyas and Vaishnava sannyas. Although Mahaprabhu took sannyas from Mayavadi school. Why? Because at that time only the Shankara Sampradaya sannyas was accepted, was considered as was given importance in society. Anyone who took sannyas from Advaita school, Shankaracharya school, they were actually taken seriously. They were accepted. So Mahaprabhu took sannyas. But to prove again that our sannyas is not the same as their sannyas, Nityananda Prabhu broke Mahaprabhu's danda. They carry ekadanda. Ekadanda means I am he. It's all one. That is ekadanda. Mahaprabhu, Nityananda Prabhu broke it into 3 pieces and threw it in the, three danda. Threw it into the river Suvarna Rekha. So, Vaishnava sannyas is not same as Mayavad sannyas. That's the point. So, for a Vaishnava, acceptance of sannyas means getting relief from all material activities and completely devoting oneself to the transcendental loving service of the Lord. Yeah, becoming free from all types of material activities or obligations. Yeah, and completely devoting oneself to transcendental loving service of the Lord. This is confirmed by Srila Rupa Goswami in Bhaktirasamrita Sindhu 1, 2, 255. अनासक्तस्य विषयान् यथार्हम् उपयुञ्जतः निर्बन्धः कृष्ण सम्बन्धे युक्तं वैराग्यम् उच्यते. For a Vaishnava, the renounced order means completely giving up attachment for material things and engaging non-stop in the transcendental loving service of the Lord. Non-stop, right? Non-stop, engaging non-stop. It's not about, yes, I do it every day. Yes, that's good, but that's a start. But the goal is non-stop, continuous in the transcendental loving service of the Lord. The Mayavadi sannyasis, however, do not know how to engage everything in the service of the Lord. They don't know how to engage in the service of the Lord. Because they have no devotional training, they think material objects to be untouchable. Brahma Satyam, Jagan Mithya. The Mayavadis think that the world is false, but the Vaishnava sannyasis do not think like this. Vaishnavas say, why should the world be false? It is reality and it is meant for the service of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. For a Vaishnava sannyasi, renunciation means not accepting anything for personal sense enjoyment. Devotional service means engaging everything for the satisfaction of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Actually, about Ambarish Maharaj, it is said that his acceptance of sannyas was not required. Prabhupada said it's not required. So you're right. It does not matter whether you're a sannyasi or grihastha. It doesn't matter that if you're a sannyasi, you can do better service. Better service in the sense you don't have family obligation. But there are devotees like Bhaktivinoda Thakur, there are devotees like Ambarish Maharaj, who, even though staying in family situation, completely focused 24/7, right? But nevertheless, not everyone is on that platform, right? When you're in family, you get distractions. So therefore, in the Vedic way of life is after 50, reduce your distractions and focus more on the real goal of life, right? Gradually become detached from, detached means become relieved from all these ties, because anyway you will be forced to leave everything. So voluntarily you start, and start leaving means in your heart you start. That's what is said here also in the purport. What is sannyas? Vaishnava sannyas means giving up attachment. Giving up attachment. So, not that such great Vaishnavas were attached, they were not attached, but nevertheless to set example for us, ordinary people who are attached, right? For us, it is important. Don't you accept that if you were living in the temple as opposed to living at home, is it more favorable to live in the temple and render devotional service or not? In that association, of course, right? And what to speak of at home if you have so many things, right? Paying bills and this and that, and so many activities are going on. So there will be. So at one point in life, just simplify life completely and just focus. So that's the example being set for those who are not on the platform of pure devotional service. Someone who's already on the pure devotional service, there's no need. Whether he stays at home or he goes to forest, it's the same thing for him. Actually, there's no need. But for those who are not yet on the pure devotional platform, who are not non-stop doing devotional service, for them they need this. So to set example for such people, even those who don't need it, still they take sannyas. That's how we understand. So we will stop here. It was a short class, but at least we went a little forward. We did one verse today with a little recap. Thank you very much for joining. Hare Krishna, dear devotees.
Thank you, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Thank you very much, Mataji.
Mataji, Hare Krishna.